aspiration of the people of the two countries to deepen mutual understanding, enhance trust, develop friendship, and strengthen cooperation. The Honorable Consul General of South Korea is vested with responsibilities for blooming such attributes among nations. This versatile veteran has vast experience in diplomatic affairs, which led to adorn a number of covetous positions in embassies and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the Republic of Korea. May we now request our Honorable Chief Guest to address the gathering.
Honorable Mr. Chairman, Bala Subramanian, faculty members, students, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to associate myself with the inauguration of PE Automobile Engineering Program at Panarayaman Institute of Technology under the aegis of the visionary chairman, Shri Bala Subramanian. It is a remarkable occasion for me to address the elite group of technocrats who have shouldered the responsibility to compete with global players. India is marching toward a new horizon with the energetic force of the younger generation. I feel honored to witness this movement in India, the biggest democracy and one of the oldest civilizations of the world. Indian fields are fed by the perennial and mighty rivers like Ganges that create the most fertile region of India. Those oceans that wash her coasts on three sides and the mighty Himalaya that stand on the north have given the country natural frontiers from sides. I am proud to learn that India is a secular state. In her lap breathe the happy flowers of the various religions of the world. India has a unique culture which has passed through the centuries. Despite much diversity among the people, it is astounding to witness the spirit of India running through all parts of the country, binding everyone together. I admire the greatness of India's unity in diversity. On this august occasion, I deem it a privilege having a glance at the Indo-Korean affiliation in the historical, religious, and political area. According to our history, King Kim Suro of the ancient Kaya Kingdom in Korea married to the Ayodhya princess of India way back in AD 45. Buddhism was introduced to Korea in the early centuries of AD to become the state religion of the ancient kingdoms. By the time Korea go through great ordeal, India never failed to give us encouragement and inspiration. For example, when we were under the Japanese colonial rule in late 1920s, India's great poet, Mr. Tagore, wrote, "Korea was one of the lamp bearers, and that lamp is waiting to be lighted once again for the illumination in the East." After the Korean War of 1950 to 53, India played an important role as a chairman of the then Neutral Nations Repatriation Commission. I can say that Korea is very much indebted to India in our history. Now let me turn to more down to the earth field of industry, especially let me share some of our experience in automobile industries. The evolution of India's automobile industry from a fairly steady paced growth to the recent impressive showing of dynamism is simply formidable and phenomenal. South Korea's automotive industry has also risen from a small government-controlled peripheral industry to a significant player in the global market. The automobile industry is generally considered as an important measure to gauge the industrial level of a country, as it generates huge added value to the economy in a country. One vehicle typically consists of over 20,000 intricate parts, each one of which plays a vital role in the growth of economy and creating jobs in a country. Since the automobile industry is a technology-intensive industry, lots of different technologies sprang up in other industries which can be widely employed in this industry. So it is a backbone in many countries' economy. The opportunities available for the Korean automobile companies are the rising demands of Korean automobiles in many new markets, which will help Korean companies improve their global market share. Automaker Hyundai Motors is a South Korean success story in India. It entered the Indian market in 1996, and now it is India's second largest automaker by market share with around 19%. Hyundai entered India with a long-term plan. It was the first multinational company in the automobile sector that established its own manufacturing unit in India. The company has continued to strengthen its strengths and has relied on customization to succeed in the highly competitive Indian car market. It has designed cars that suit the Indian environment. Now moving to India's scenario, especially Tamil Nadu, is well known for the presence of global automakers. As Mr. Chairman has mentioned, Korea has a strong presence in Tamil Nadu with over 160 enterprises, now more or less 200 of them, and most of them are in automobile industries. Now, globalization and incredible growth of automobile industry have resulted in various opportunities for automobile engineers, not only in India, but abroad as well. A career as an automobile engineer is waiting for students who are passionate about automobiles. Qualified automobile engineers with excellent communication skills are in much demand. For me, as a Consul General of Korea, who came to Chennai, Tamil Nadu, December last year, I spent already 8 months here. My past 8 months experience, especially of those business or industry activities here in Tamil Nadu, reminds me of our experience of last 4 or 5 decades I was born in 1960 when Korea started to build up our economy through 5-year economic planning. At that time, we had almost nothing. A country like India is endowed with every sort of natural resources, but Korea, we have nothing. We don't produce sugar canes, we don't have bananas, nothing. All we have is just manpower only. In the 60s, when we started our industry, all we could do is to make very simple things like human hair wig or very rudimentary, very low grade of manufacturing textile industries. It has been all done by hands. Now many people are praising the economy of Korea, quoting some well-known brand like Hyundai Motors or Samsung mobile phones. They praise is one of top of the world class. But it was not like that 30, 40 years back. We had nothing. We started from scratches. And looking back upon those past 4 or 5 decades, sometimes I raise questions to myself. What was the main decisive factors for building up our economy from nothing to present status? Civil servant like me, yes, we worked hard, and there was certain government policy makers and all those renowned economists, PhDs in economics. But I strongly believe the most decisive force behind our economic development came out from the tip of our own hand. It always happened at the very manufacturing line, manufacturing plant, where all sorts of goods are made by our own hands. It needs quite a dedication, efforts, and guidance where accommodated, arranged policies, but basically the ethics for the hard working is, I think, most important thing. And I think I find quite resemblance between Korea, especially in 60s, 70s, and here in Tamil Nadu. You people have very strong manpower here. Like your college here, you have so many talented young generation who have ethics for the hard working, and you have very strong sense of compassion as well between the riches and the needy, and you have very strong solidarity of society. And for last more than a half year's time I spent here in Tamil Nadu, I can see certain energy exploding here for the national development. As I mentioned, in Korea we had nothing but manpowers, but you are very much rich in not only for those human resources, but you have so many things you have starting from natural resources and also already built up industries and technologies. So in this globalized time, as Chairman has quoted, yes, in Chennai, in Greater Chennai, within a radius of 30K, we have more or less 200 Korean companies. And those 200 companies for last 15, 16 years, they settled down very well. And most of them are in manufacturing sectors. And one more thing I would like to stress is working hand in hand with local Indian or Tamil people. We are building this country, and we are always side by side with each other. And we are proud then together with all your people to have a progress here in terms of economy and national building. Let me close my remarks by wishing all the best for the student in your future endeavor. And once again, let me congratulate on your opening of this BE Automobile Engineering Program at Banariyaman Institute of Technology. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The automobile industry remains the most voracious consumer of new technology. Keeping this in mind, the Hyundai Motor Corporation expedites its initiatives to expand its horizon in the automobile industry. The vibrant human force for such technical exuberance is the Executive Director of Hyundai Motors. He began his career with Hyundai Motor Corporation, South Korea, and went on to become the head of its production manager in Hyundai Asan Automotive, Sanayi, Turkey. His contribution to the automobile industry has offered him greater responsibilities, such as the Executive Director of Hyundai Motor India, the post that he adorns currently. May we now request our guest of honor to address the gathering.
Vanakkam. The Honorable Consulate General of Korea, Mr. Kyung-soo, and the respected Chairman of Banariyaman Group of Companies, Mr. Varis Subramanian, and officials, professors, and the student friends. I am very happy to be here on the occasion of the inauguration of automobile engineering in your institute. It is my pleasure to note the aim of this institute is to equip students with a sound technical knowledge and skill, to offer educational program with an innovative concept, for creating a host of talented professionals and develop an open, student-oriented culture. I understand this mission is this institute is to develop the exceptional opportunities for study, research, and continuous system of industrial institution interaction, facilitating students to contribute to the nation's economic growth. I am very happy to understand this mission is carried with the emphasis laid on the engineering technology and research. The serene atmosphere of this institute will make it a better place for learning various scientific technologies. Hyundai Motor Group is the fifth largest in the world in terms of sales volume. Hyundai vision is to become a trusted partner for our customers, and they will bring a new perspective to automobiles through innovative mobility solutions based on the human-centric, eco-friendly technology and services. As the automobile industry is showing a rapid growth in India, the country became a house to numerous well-established automobile companies. They offer excellent job opportunities to develop a career in automobile industry. Hyundai Motors is very happy to set up its manufacturing plant in Tamil Nadu. We take pride in the fact support from Indian government and other valued customers have made us second largest car manufacturer in India and the number one car export from India. We have a large scope for the automobile engineering in India. The automobile sector is increasing day by day, due to which we need large number of automobile engineers. On the screen demands of car, the car companies shows their full interest to set up car companies in various states of India. Many foreign car manufacturers are competing with one another to set up their factories in India. Considering the wide scope of the automobile sector, it is not surprising. More and more candidates will have a good career in the automobile industry. I appreciate the Bannari Amman Institute of Technology for introducing Bachelor of Engineering in Automobile Engineering. I am sure the automobile engineer from this institution will get recruited in leading companies, including Hyundai Motor Company. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to be with you here. Andrei.
Progress occurs when courageous, skillful persons seize the opportunity to change things for the better. Our trustee, Dr. M.P. Vijay Kumar, believes in such changes.